New construction, what is the mindset that a borrower needs to have when they're going to come in and build? Not pick out a spec home, and we want to talk about what a spec home is real quick, but build. How do you coach them, David, through that whole process when you first meet with them and you go over everything?
People don't realize the process sometimes that goes into this, and not only the process, but the cost of building. We're in a great market right now, so that means that our cost to do anything is higher than it would normally be.
Right.
But as far as we can have a house that we've built 100 times, and we know what it costs to build it, or we can look at what you want us to build, or we can help you come up with something to build. And we can say, all right, to build this house, it's going to cost a certain amount of money, but that doesn't include now. Do you have the land to build on? What's the land cost? What's it going to take to get that land ready to build? Where's your closest sewer and water? Mm-hmm. Where's that stuff located at? Will it perk if we got to use septic? There's a lot of stuff that goes into this. We have a lot of experience with it, so we can make the process very simple, but there's still, as most buyers who don't do this for a living, they don't understand the process in this.
Right.
And what all really goes into it.
And the building process can be stressful for the consumer. It can be. And I just went through a custom build this summer and closed finally. And it did try my patience, but at the end I have a beautiful home. I think the thing that everybody has to know if you do go into the custom build is that builders are human.
Yep.
I always say the true measure of a great builder is when things do go wrong, because sometimes they can, how they correct it and make it right.
Don't sweat the small stuff. And
Absolutely.
Typically in the building process, it's all small stuff. David will get the house built. Yeah, it's raining for a month. David will get the house built because I have time built in for rain, correct?
Correct.
So it's not that big of a deal. But yet we're emotionally attached and involved with it, so it's very, very hard for us to disconnect from it.
Right, and if you don't have the wherewithal to go through a build and go through months and months, there's some gorgeous other product that is ready to go in Middle Tennessee. So you can still pick out your countertops and maybe your backsplash and kind of only spend the last 3 months preparing.
And another thing, whether you're wanting to do a custom home or if you're wanting to build specs and sell them as investments or build rental homes, in these markets, meet your builders, get to know your builders, check them out, vet them, look at their product, talk to people that's worked with them. You got to, you're not going to the store and buying something. This is a process that takes several months to get from one end to the other, depending on what you want. It could take many, many months, 6 months to a year, depending on what you want to do. Make sure you're getting into a relationship, so make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's somebody that's got their systems and have a good reputation for doing what they're doing.